Okay, time for a new video, and whether you are somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so if I stumble over my words moving forwards, apologies about that. And also apologies if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well. If there's any lag, anything like that at all, sadly it can't be helped, and hopefully it's not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision 2024 related video here on my channel. As I talk to you now, it is Friday the 10th of May, and we are one day away from the grand final of the 2024 edition of the ESC taking place in Malmö, Sweden. 26 acts are involved, there can only be one winner, determined by the public, including the rest of the world, and the international juries who return for the grand final. Today I am reviewing semi-final 2, previewing the grand final, and telling you my extremely rough prediction for the grand final results. As always, you are welcome to let me know your thoughts on anything I discuss in today's video by leaving a comment down below, and as always there are links in the description to my other social media pages, check them out if you so wish. Earlier on today I briefly appeared on my local radio station to talk a little bit about this year's Eurovision Song Contest. If I have a link for that later on, I will share it where I can. So, semi-final 2, I really am going to try and be as brief as possible with this, because I've spoken about the songs so much over the past few weeks, we're all familiar with them, and my throat is very dry, hence why I have this glass of water. Drink up. So Malta are out, yet again, what a surprise. Song 1 last night, Sarah Bonici with Loop. I liked this. Yes, it's a pretty generic song. Yes, it was quite predictable in terms of how it was staged, but I enjoyed it. As I've said previously, this song feels to me like it should be part of a runway show, when the models are coming down the catwalk, that sort of thing. I thought she looked good, I thought she sounded fairly good in this sparkly silver outfit, male dancers, bit of pyro, fairly colourful at times, quite a bit of movement, a dance break, blindfolds, the whole shebang. It was a good way to get things going, but alas, Malta, who often struggle with the public, in a 100% public vote semi-final, done for. And hopefully when the results are out for the semi-finals, after the final tomorrow night, Malta maybe they were close to going through, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it's a result similar to last year, where Malta finished last in the first semi-final in Liverpool. Hopefully not, but you just don't know yet. Then we have Albania, Bessa with Titan. This was the only one I was sure wasn't going to go through. Bessa sounded pretty good, she was in a blue dress, but visually, not much to this, all a bit dull if I'm being honest, and the song, very underwhelming. I've always thought that, so Albania missing out is not much of a surprise. But I don't think they finished last, necessarily. Czechia, Song 5, Aiko with Pedestal. What a step up from that rather lacklustre national final in Prague, I think it was, towards the end of last year. I really enjoyed this. Definitely gave off the feeling that it was an Aiko concert, which was really good. I thought she owned the performance. She had a couple of dancers with her. Lots of flashing lights, lots of flames, good energy, not bad vocally, I suppose. At one point, she was with her dancers inside one of the cubes, which I thought was quite a strong image. Yeah, on the whole, a pretty good job. A shame it didn't go through. Then we have Denmark, missing out on the final. Again, that's now several contests in a row. This is Saba with Sand. She was there alone on stage. I think she was quite emotional at the end. She performed it fairly well, commanding the song, commanding the stage, commanding the performance, all of that good stuff. It was quite beautiful to look at, I guess, as well. Very simple, but quite pretty. In the end, just lacking support, I think. And I wouldn't be surprised if Denmark finished 11th in this semi-final. That's absolutely a possibility. I like the song very much. And then we have San Marino, Song 10, Megara 1111. I was so hoping this was going to be better. In the end, it was very sloppy, vocally and in terms of the whole performance. It was a little bit all over the place. Nice ideas, maybe not executed in the way they should have been executed, if you see what I mean. It was almost working, but not quite hitting the mark. I like Megara very much. The lead singer, I think there were audio issues at times, so they were out of touch with the backing track and everything, and that sort of ruined proceedings a little bit. I liked it, but just not as much as I wanted to like it, and as soon as it was over, I knew San Marino were done for. And then Belgium. This one hurts. Musty Before the Party's Over, Song 12. This wasn't as intimate as I wanted it to be, at least for the first 2 minutes, and it wasn't as explosive as I wanted it to be in the final third. He was there, in this white outfit, sort of sparkly top underneath, I think it was. Sounding okay, but I'm not a professional singer. I know his vocals have been criticised in recent weeks at pre-parties and things like that. I love this song, but the live version of this song leaves a lot to be desired. And I knew Belgium were in trouble. I just don't know if anybody really voted for this in big numbers. I would not be surprised, in all honesty, if Belgium finished last in this semi-final. I know that might be outrageous to say, but where was the support for this really good song? Nowhere to be found, I think. What a great shame. And Belgium miss out on the final, which means we have our grand final lineup. So, let's go through the songs one by one once again. Feel free to let me know your thoughts as well, and I'm going to just reel them off one by one using the slips of paper I have to hand. And yeah, it's a really nice flow, I think, this year. Very up and down, but every song I think does get the opportunity to stand out as best it can, and it should be a close result. But maybe one country has pulled ahead of the rest, I don't know. We will find out tomorrow night. Anyway, enough rambling, let's crack on. Let's reel them off. Song 1, the host nation, Sweden, Marcus and Martinez, Unforgettable. Very similar to the Melfest performance. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Copy, paste. Sweden love doing this. Two Norwegian brothers. There's a reasonable amount of energy to this one. Sort of Matrix, Tron, Blade Runner vibes. Very sort of science fiction-y, the way that this is coming across. It looks good, it's very slick, this is Sweden all over, we expect good stuff from them, but by their high standards, this could be on course for quite a disappointing outcome tomorrow night. The juries will like it, the public less so. Song 2, Ukraine, a very peculiar place in the running order for this one, but it's bound to do well, because Ukraine usually do well. Teresa and Maria, Aliona and Jerry Hale, a nice, melancholic but hopeful song, seems to be over quite quickly, fairly powerful staging, two different voices, but they meld well together, I say. Song 3, Germany, Isaac, always on the run, in big trouble, but then again this is Germany. When are they not in big trouble at the Eurovision Song Contest? The public will probably dismiss this entirely, which shouldn't happen, but I can see it happening. Eurovision is brutal. We saw that in 2021. 4-0 points. Germany could be on course. 4-0 points again tomorrow. I hate to say it, but I can see it happening. They're on early. Does it stand out enough? I don't know. Isaac is a great singer. The juries should certainly dish out quite a few points, but on the whole, the bottom 5 is calling, I'm afraid. I can see it happening. Luxembourg, welcome back to the final. Welcome back to Eurovision after many, many years away. Tally with Fighter. Nice pop song. Fairly radio friendly. Not a bad performance. Just might get lost in the mix. And some interesting on-screen graphics as well. The Netherlands, Song 5, On Early. That's a bit of a killer blow. An underwhelming performance, you could say, and certainly vocally not brilliant. This was Joost Klein with Europapa. I like the song. It's a massive viral hit. But now, I can't see it winning. And the juries are going to look at this tonight when they vote, and probably also find it fairly underwhelming, in all honesty. They might not quite get it. It does end on a rather tender note, which is lovely. They'll definitely understand that, I hope. But the whole package might be over their heads, I'm afraid. Then we have Israel, Song 6, Eden Golan, Hurricane. If you believe the betting odds, this is right up there as a contender to win. Good singer, underwhelming song, not the most incredible live performance either. Gotta be honest. If this does well, you know, is it really because of the song? I don't know. And then we have Lithuania, Song 7, Sylvester Belt, Luktelk. This is a change of pace, very popular. Again, a copy-paste situation, a bit like Sweden. The national final performance, plonked on the Malmö stage, looking and sounding pretty good. There's lots of fans for this one. The juries, I think, might like it as well. Lithuania on course for a decent result. Lots of red lights, a bit of choreography, very casually executed. It comes across quite well. Then we have Spain, another automatic qualifier here. Nebulosa, Thora, Growing on Me. Not that that counts for much. Very camp, sort of, yeah, camp royalty. That's what this feels like. It's giving off quite regal vibes. Similar to Italy in that sense, I guess. It's quite catchy. It's enjoyable. But once it's over, it's over. I don't think it really lives long in the memory. Not one of Spain's best, if you ask me. And unfortunately, points might be hard to come by. Who knows? Estonia, similar deal here, not in the sense that it's camp necessarily, but this might struggle. Vis minus tan pulup nendes narkoticumides de te amakulmidagi. Try saying that after you've had a few drinks, it would be even more difficult. So, I like this, but it's a bit messy, isn't it? And for such an up-tempo, enjoyable type of song, last night I was watching this and I thought, oh, actually, this isn't really hitting the mark at all. But I didn't mind it, you know. But if I'm being as neutral as possible, this is probably going to struggle. It's nice Estonia in the final. I do love Estonia at Eurovision more often than not, and it's great that it's in the Estonian language, but I think people are expecting this to struggle. The juries will certainly not be fans of this one, and the public, I can't imagine a huge score either, in all honesty. Purple and green lights, and then yellow lights and the choreography, and one of the guys is among the audience at the start. Yeah, there's things to like about this, but it's probably going to struggle. Then we have Ireland. Is this the winner? No, is the answer. But who knows? Who knows? Stranger things have happened, and this is a strange song. Spooky, gothic, mysterious, dark, satanic. That's not my words. The media have said satanic over the past few days. Goth Gremlin, the BBC have called non-binary musician Bambi Thug with Doomsday Blue. This is staged in a very impressive manner. It certainly stands out. It's aggressive at times, quite peaceful at other times. There's almost this schizophrenic thing to it. Not in a bad way, but you know what I'm on about. It's growing on me. It could be Ireland's best result for years. But a winner, that's maybe going a bit far. Other songs maybe stand out a little bit more. I don't know. And some Conservative jury members will be disgusted by this. And then we have Latvia. Well, hell's bells. How did this qualify? Not that I'm complaining. Well done to Latvia. Welcome back to the final. It's Dons with Hollow. Great singer in this blue outfit. This big ring on stage behind him. Not much to the staging at all. Not much to the song. But I think he sings this very well. I think he's a fairly convincing performer, maybe. He's not doing anything he doesn't need to do, if you see what I mean. The juries will like this. Watch out for Latvia, because this is coming up on the rails, and I don't think people should be sleeping on this song. He went through in a 100% public vote semi-final. I mean, that's pretty good going, because this was ruled out by many early on. Then we have Greece, Change of Pace. Very popular song. Marina Sati with Zari. I like her outfit. Don't mind the performance. It's quite visually arresting, a bit like Ireland at times. Not in the sense that there's all of this witchcraft stuff going on, but you know what I mean. Yeah, lots of YouTube views for this one. Big streaming numbers too, I'm sure. It's not a bad song. It's very different. It feels very current, like it's got its finger on the pulse. Maybe this could be executed in a slightly better way. The Instagram Live thing, wasn't sure I loved that. And most of this is one camera shot, pretty much. Not sure I loved that. Vocally, at times a little bit quiet, at least on my TV screen it was. Anyway, what am I trying to say? Greece are going to do perfectly alright tomorrow night. Then we have the UK. Oh boy. Oh boy. Song 13, Ollie Alexander, Dizzy. Really, this should be just inside the top 10 or just outside the top 10, which, as a British Eurovision fan, will take any day of the week. However, would we be surprised if this finished in the bottom 5? No, we would not. Would we be surprised if this is last with the public? No, we would not. Prepare yourselves, because as much as the staging stands out, as much as Ollie Alexander is a seasoned performer, oh boy, this could struggle big time. A UK renaissance, not if the results aren't there to back it up, I'm afraid. It's all well and good having more of an effort shown by the BBC. It's all well and good having pretty decent songs, but you need to get the results with those songs as well. Sam Ryder did well, Mae Muller did not, and this is on course to struggle as well, I'm afraid. And I have concerns. Maybe I'm being too negative, but I have concerns. Norway, oh, now, this is just delicious. Gotta with Ulveham. Good live performance last night. A bit of a step up from the national final. I am expecting Norway not to do terribly well tomorrow, I'll be honest. I'm not sure the top 10 is even possible now, which a few weeks ago I would have said was outrageous. But looking at the whole grand final lineup, the songs that are getting the most buzz, Norway sort of pushed to one side a bit. It's lovely stuff. It deserves to do well. I don't think it'll be right near the bottom, but I think some countries will blank Norway entirely. It's just not everybody's cup of tea, or in my case, glass of water. Then we have Italy. Oh, now. Dear me. Angelina Mango, Lanoya. She looks great. She's wearing a Met Gala outfit. Yeah, she's fabulous. Great voice. The staging is quite dark, and it's very interesting because the Sanremo performance was quite bright and joyful, and everybody was having a good time. Now it feels a lot more, I use that word again, gothic. Suddenly going in that sort of vein. This throne of thorns and roses. And there is a sort of regal feeling to proceedings. Angelina really sells this quite well. Italy will do well with the jury and the public, but I'm not sure they're winning now. Serbia, song 16, Teodora Ramonda. There's a rock on stage. She's wearing a fairly drab outfit. She sounds pretty quiet at times, but it's a powerful number and she's not a bad singer. However, maybe this is just lacking a little extra something to really do the business tomorrow night. I have nothing else to say about it. Plus, not a great place in the running order, because next up is a guy in a thong. Finland, Windows 95 man, no rules. Oh boy, what more can I say about this? It's cheesy, it's cringeworthy, it's all over the damn place. And the juries will crucify this. I cannot imagine the jury's going big for this at all. You know, last place in the jury vote is very much a possibility. The public, the casual viewer, oh, this is quite funny, points. I don't hate this. I really don't hate this, but I can't love it. And it's such a letdown considering what Finland had last year. Mid-table, maybe, but it could be higher than that. Don't be surprised if it happens. Portugal. Now, this should be finishing above Finland every day of the damn week. It's Iolanda with Grito. I love how clean this is. I love how simple this is. A sort of monochrome look to proceedings. Iolanda, what a beautiful woman. She's joined by dancers on stage. The choreography isn't too over the top. It doesn't feel cluttered. It feels all very tight. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So you know what that means. It's going to struggle. Shouldn't happen, though. Armenia, Ladaniva, Yako, the Moldova 2022 of 2024. Maybe, maybe not. We wait and see. This is a good time. Bit repetitive. It stands out. It's different. It's a different flavour for this year's grand final. It's going to do fairly well. Just not win. Then we have Cyprus. Well, maybe a bit of a surprise qualifier. Lyre, Cilia Capsis, Song 20. Very accessible pop. Not much to it. Bit of choreography. Awkward dance break. Vocally sounds okay. Puffs of blue and red smoke throughout this performance. It looks like smoke anyway. Not bad. Probably won't do that well. Points from Greece at the very least. And Australia, of course, because Cilia Capsis is from there. Then we have Switzerland, major contender. Nemo, The Code, on this spinning disc of sorts. Interesting outfit, not a huge lover of it. Does the outfit matter that much? Probably not. Great singer. Not much happening visually on the backdrop. Nice light show. I enjoyed it last night. Definitely going to do well with the public and the jury vote. A winner? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Watch this space. I don't know what that accent was. Then we have Slovenia, Song 22, Raven, Veronica. Great that this is in the final. Sublime singer. Looks great. Maybe a bit controversial because she's showing the flesh a little bit. But anyway, there is a message behind this song which I'm not sure too many people are going to get. And it's quite powerful, stirring stuff. But what a terrible place in the running order. After Switzerland, points. Before Croatia, points, meow, meow, meow. Slovenia, in trouble. But I'm glad it's in the final in a way because, you know, Slovenia don't always qualify. And this is now 2 years in a row, so good for them. Good for them. Croatia, Rim Dim Tagidiga, and so on and so forth. This is great. My winner of the year. And I think people will meow back. It stands out so much. It's vibrant. It's electric. The atmosphere is incredible. And there's so much momentum for this song, which hasn't waned at any point since he won the Croatian national final. 300 points plus possible from the public. The only thing stopping it being Zagreb 2025, those pesky juries. Georgia, Great that they're in the final. Welcome back after years away. Nutsa Buzaladze, good singer, good performer. Gold outfit, looking fabulous. Couple of dancers. Flames galore. What would you expect from a song called Firefighter? I like the song. It's growing on me. Not by much, but it is growing on me. Good performance. What else is there to say? I enjoyed it last night, and clearly other people did as well. Then it's France. I did not like the way that this was shot. The sort of camera right in Slimane face, the handheld camera. It's just a little bit too shaky at times, and it does feel intimate, but I didn't really like the way that this was presented at all. It was fairly dull. All in white, not much happening in terms of the visuals behind him. All about the vocals. The juries will wet themselves over this one. The public, nah. From the public, you have received 70 points. Can't imagine it being much more than that, but I could absolutely be wrong. And then Austria, closing the show, and they opened the final last year, of course. Colleen, We Will Rave, keeping the party going. Not bad, not the strongest visually, bit of a dance break, it's a good time, people love it, and this will do fairly well tomorrow night. So, what else is there to say? The prediction. Are you ready for this? Because it's all over the place. Every song has been scored out of 100 in various categories. The vocals, the staging, the betting odds as of yesterday, the momentum, how the jury may vote, how the public may vote. My prediction, which is ignoring all of the numbers and all of that business and just ranking the songs where I think they might finish. Working out the average score, sorting it from top to bottom. Here we go. I'll post this elsewhere on social media later on in the day. Don't take this seriously. It goes without saying. Last, with a score of 58.1, Latvia. 58.4, Cyprus. 59.3, Estonia. 60.9, Luxembourg. 61, Germany. That's 22nd place. Oh, yes, 21st, 61.4, Spain. 20th, 62, Slovenia. 63.9, Serbia. 64.7, Finland, who could be let down by an extremely low jury mark. 17th place, 67.3, Armenia. 67.6, helped by a potentially good jury mark, Portugal. 15th place, 68.1, Georgia. 69.3, Austria. 69.4, Sweden in 13th place. 71.4, 12th place for the UK. Wishful thinking. 73.4, Lithuania. And then we move into the top 10. In 10th place, 73.4, narrowly ahead of Lithuania, Greece. In 9th place, 75.1, Norway. In 8th place, 76, Israel. But it could be much higher. 7th place, 79.4, the Netherlands. 6th place, 79.6, France. 5th place, 81.1, Ireland. 4th place, 82.7, Italy. 3rd place, 83.4, Ukraine. 2nd place, 86.8, Croatia, who I think will win, but when you put all of the numbers together, 2nd place, which means 88.7, Switzerland. There you have it. I have predicted Switzerland to win. Croatia 2nd, and Ukraine 3rd. I'd like that prediction to be slightly wrong. And I'm sure you are saying the same as me. But we'll see what happens tomorrow night. Just in terms of the running order, by the way, which of course we didn't know where certain countries were going to be because of the producer's choice crap that they introduced this year. I did put together something very rough late last night, and I actually predicted Israel, Lithuania and Armenia to be in the slots that they are going to be in tomorrow night, so that wasn't bad going at all. I predicted Luxembourg to be song 2 and Spain to close, the UK song 12, so I was 1 out with that. But anyway, that's it. I did try and get through that at a good pace. Let me know your thoughts. Now, I have to hold my hands up and say that I have been feeling very drained with Eurovision over the past week. I've been churning these videos out, so I don't know whether I really want to film a reaction to the results as they come in tomorrow night, because it could be a little bit uncomfortable for reasons that I don't need to go into. But also, I think that I would perhaps rather just watch it peacefully and not have to worry about talking at the same time. I don't know. I think I will film a video, absolutely, but maybe it will be a very relaxed video. I don't really know. Tomorrow's going to be a long day. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Apologies if there was any lag. And I'll see you again soon. Stay safe. Bye for now. Take care.